Very pretty car, also very roomy. Back seat's got lots of room. Good headroom clearance. The over 6 foot tall crowd. Cargo cover. Seats flip down flat. Very handy. Standard on this car is start-stop technology. That's the A here. A is for automatic start-stop. I don't know why they didn't just use the acronym ASS for automatic start-stop, but perhaps that was not appropriate. So, once I'm over 3 miles per hour, the system engages, and if I come to a complete stop here, turns off the engine, a little hard to hear, but and then it starts it back up as I take my foot off the brake, or if I hit the gas. Come to a stop sign, cuts the engine. It's a little hard to get used to at first. They have a special starter that starts the engine up within a quarter of a second or so. So once you get used to it, you can simply remind yourself that every time it does that, it saves a quarter teaspoon of gasoline, and it can really add up. The other thing I want to show you is the coast mode as part of the Eco Plus system on this car. It's also standard. By the way, great seats, nice and roomy, nice and wide. So let's check out that Eco Plus mode. There's the Eco Plus button. I've just enabled it. Once it's enabled, it does two things. It turns off the air conditioning, which you can then turn right back on by hitting the AC button there. And it also enables coast mode. I believe that speed's over 40 miles per hour. And it will, if you take your foot off the gas, it will actually coast. Here we go. Let's test out the coast mode here. Going above 40. Now I'm going down a little hill. I'm going to pop my foot right off the gas. Watch the RPMs. We go right down to about 900,000 RPMs. Now I hit the gas again. It goes back into gear. Takes me up to 1,500, maybe 1,800 RPMs. You know, it's in fuel conservation mode, so it doesn't want to go too high with the RPM. So 1,500 is probably the sweet spot. Foot off the gas again as I go down this hill. So I just have to get used to actually popping my foot off the gas. Here's the other thing that happens. I'm going a little fast because the engine isn't slowing the car down. So I apply the brake, slow myself down. So that's Eco Coast mode. Here's an interesting fact. Eco Coast is not part of the EPA 37 miles per gallon highway rating. So theoretically, you could get more than 37 miles per gallon highway if you did a lot of coasting. This car has a very interesting option on it called Park Assist Pilot. It's a parallel parking system. There's my on button, P with a little steering wheel on it. You'll see shortly why the steering wheel part of it is so important. So we're pretending to drive in the big city and look for a parking space. The side radar is scanning, just like the picture says, to measure a spot, and it'll get into some mighty tight spots. Pretty soon it'll find that one. Oh, it's telling me what to do. Keep going forward a little bit and stop. So I stop. What do I do next? Reverse, release steering wheel, and look around, reverse slowly, then brake. So I keep my foot on the brake, so I go back real slow, but I have to let go of the steering wheel. And it'll cut it pretty close, but it knows exactly what it's doing because the radar is measuring. Front radar and rear radar will start to come on and beep at me to show me that I'm close, but I'm not super close to that plow blade ahead. Rear radar is saying keep going, keep going. If I look behind me, there we go. And then it's going to straighten out the wheel at the end, and then it says parking finished. I'm going to go forward a foot or two to give clearance for the guy behind me. And we are done. So thanks for joining me on the test drive of the T5 Drive E V60 sport wagon.